busy time. Budget ka session hai. You guys still took out time. That's wonderful. So just to quickly take you through that, I'll give you a snapshot of what the Indian nuts and dried fruit industry is today. So the industry today, as you can see, is a very large industry. We are almost a 56,000 crore industry on a retail market. So two very major highlights that we talk about this. It's the fastest growing market in the world today. So in line with India shining, har jagah jo hai. So that's what this industry today has become. It's among the fastest growing in the world. The expected growth rate is between 8 to 10% compounded growth rate. It has grown much faster this year, but that's what it is. This gives you a snapshot of what the market size is. India is among the largest consumers of most of nuts and dried fruits in India, and among the largest or second largest. One very major factor that this industry has done is it almost contributes about 8,800 crores to the revenue for the government of India in form of custom duties, in form of GST, in form of this. And not just that, this is a very labor intensive industry. The nuts and dried fruit ki industry hai, it is very labor intensive and does a lot in basically promoting a lot of women labor. हम सबकी factories में processing में a lot of women labor is involved. So it is great for women empowerment and also in just generating that amount of labor opportunity in India and work opportunities in India. So जो हमारे PM का Make in India campaign है, उसमें it's a very big part of this industry. Unlike other food industries जहाँ पे अगर कोई लोग import करते हैं, so you'll find in normal industries we import a ready-made product and sell it in India. This industry has really taken to Make in India and we import most of the stuff raw and we process it in India. So बादाम अगर आता है तो साबुत आता है, उसको हम इंडिया में क्रैक करते हैं, प्रोसेस करते हैं. वॉलनट आता है, होल रॉ आता है. So this industry does a lot of processing in India rather than कि फॉरेन से प्रोसेस होके आ रहा है. इतनी बड़ी इंडस्ट्री थी, we've done, been doing a great job, but there was no pan India body. पूरे इंडिया की रिप्रेजेंटेशन के लिए there was no body which was getting together. So all the leaders of this industry we got together. अब एक इंडस्ट्री में बहुत आपस में कंपटीशन होता है, but I can proudly say in this industry, in spite of all that, all of us got together and said, let's create something, let's create an organization which can work for the betterment of the whole industry. So we created this organization called the Nuts and Dried Fruit Council. So I'll just talk about what are the missions and objective for this council. This was set up because there was a need कि एक पैन इंडिया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो जो इस इंडस्ट्री को, एक 56,000 करोड़ की रिटेल इंडस्ट्री है, which is slated, जिस ग्रोथ रेट पे हम चल रहे हैं, अगले 5 साल में it will be a 1 लाख करोड़ इंडस्ट्री. 1 लाख करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री को इकट्ठे करने के लिए ये एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हम लोगों ने क्रिएट की है. So what are the missions and objectives of this council? One body, one voice. इकट्ठे होके एक voice to make representations to the honorable government for the betterment of this trade. We talk about a lot. हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने एक शुरू किया था स्वच्छ भारत अभियान. We moved to कि एक स्वच्छ भारत अभियान के साथ एक स्वस्थ भारत अभियान हो. उसमें हमारे nuts and dried fruit being one of the healthiest food products have a very very major role to play. So उसके लिए one body and one voice. It's a not-for-profit organization which just promotes trade of nuts and dried fruits to increase the category consumption. जो हम बात कर रहे हैं इस healthy food stuff की consumption करें. We will collaborate with international promotion bodies world over. Say India is now the blue-eyed boy in the world for everything. So we are trying to get all foreign bodies to come and invest in India as a market. We are looking at an investment of about $20-30 million जो अलग-अलग boards कर रहे हैं to promote the health benefits of nuts and dried fruits in India. So we are working together on that. We are creating a digital platform for knowledge dissemination. There are lots of myths attached to this industry. आज आप लोग भी बहुत सुनते होंगे कि गर्मियों में ड्राई फ्रूट नहीं खाना चाहिए या ड्राई फ्रूट खाते हैं तो गला ही हो जाता है, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं खाना चाहिए. So it's a myth which we want to remove as an industry. आप ड्राई फ्रूट a handful a day, whether it's summers or winters, आप कभी भी खाएं, it's as healthy and as good as it can be. And especially the high protein and omega 3s that nuts have, It is among the main. India में हमारा we are a 40-45% vegetarian country. So we are protein deficient. हमारे nuts और dry fruit में we have a very high protein in them. So we'll do research and development of nuts and dried fruit to let people know of these things and propagate healthy eating habits to increase the consumption. Any industry when it's growing, there are a lot of new players coming. So there are a lot of challenges when the new generation comes. So one of the missions is we provide legal and technical guidance on how to get into this industry. We organize annual NDFC event, जो MEVA event है. That's exactly this thing to get the whole world to understand this. We organize seminars, training programs for the people of this industry to get them. We create cultural and sport activities. हम बात कर रहे हैं कि वो वासुदेव कुटुंब एक बोला हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने. So similar, we are trying to make this as one world for this industry. To foster that, we get cultural and sports activities. आपस में सब networking करेंगे सारी activities के लिए. So these are some of the basic motives, the charter that we have set up this organization on. So it's a huge opportunity. It's a sunrise sector. Hamari industry is growing very rapidly, and we see huge potential going forward in this healthy and wonderful product. So that is the reason. So I'll now have our colleague talk about the event, the MEVA 2024 that we are going to have. We'll have that.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. I'm here to speak about MEVA India 2024. So what is MEVA India? I'll first like you all to see a video that we have created, and then I explain what MEVA India is about. So what is MEVA India? We just saw in the previous slides where Gunjanji spoke about how big India is in terms of global nuts and dry fruit consumption. If you look at all the nuts and dry fruits, we are either number one or number two in consumption and imports. So in spite of that, we as buyers, we've always heard that buyer is the king, right? In spite of being the king, we had to market ourselves. We had to travel the world to buy the product. Instead of the world coming to us and sell. Everywhere you go, sellers want buyers and they come to sell to you. But here it was the opposite. In spite of being the strongest and the biggest buyer, we still had to go to various trade shows abroad like Dubai, London, all other places and buy the product. So with that thought in mind, it is our time to flex our muscle and show that India is shining and India is powerful. We invite the world to now come to India and sell their product. So MEVA India is all about that. It's the first and the only nut and dry fruit show that has ever happened in the country, and it's the first of many that is going to happen going forward. So in MEVA India, what is it? The buyer-seller meet. Suppliers from more than 20 countries are going to visit the show, and they're going to network with the buyers spread across the length and breadth of the country. It's not only Bombay and Delhi and larger players that get access to these suppliers. Now entire India, whether it's a buyer from Kashmir or from Kanyakumari, they can meet the foreign suppliers and increase their business. Exhibition booths, just like any other exhibition, you have the booths where people can visit and showcase their products. Now, what is unique about this? Most conferences or most exhibitions, you either have the booths or the trade show, or you have knowledge session or seminars. This is a unique show in a way where we have both. We have booths that are going on where people can showcase their product, and there is networking and seminars, knowledge sessions that are happening. Along with that, we have private meeting areas, one-on-one meetings where people can connect one-on-one with buyers and sellers and increase their business. Uh, India now, if you look at dry fruits and nuts, earlier 10 years back, there was not much branding or packaging that happened in nuts and dry fruits. Mostly everything was sold loose. Now that you see a lot of innovation and a lot of brands are coming up with new and innovative products, this is an event where we can showcase our capabilities and our brands and product innovation at the MEVA India. Networking and visibility opportunity for all the small and big buyers from India and abroad as well. Here are our sponsors. If you look at the list of sponsors at the event, this is 90% foreign sponsors. So what is MEVA doing? We are bringing in foreign revenue. Instead of we going and spending money there, we are bringing in foreign exchange to the country. And this list is going to grow bigger and bigger as the years progress. 2025 is going to be bigger than this, and so on. Some of the names here are so big, they are like multi-billion-dollar multinational companies. They are keen and excited to be part of this event, and this really took like probably 5 to 7 days for us to get these sponsorships, which is unique in its way. You cannot sell these many sponsorships in 5 to 7 days, simply because the world is keen to be in India. The world wants to trade with India. So it's a 16 to 17 2-day event, the MEVA India. But we have one event a day prior, which is the MEVA Premier League. Nothing excites or nothing unites this country more than cricket. So as our charter says, we are going to do cultural and sports events. So there is a MEVA Premier League that we are going to have on 15th of February in Scenic Farms, Delhi. So these are the teams that are going to participate. As you can see, we have international teams from USA, Australia, and there is Afghanistan as well, which is not here. But it is going to be a global Premier League, and it's going to go bigger and bigger in the coming years. Thank you, everyone.